Good morning and welcome to Philly Live. I'm Katie Zachary. Let's kick things off this morning with a movie that's picking up where a classic blockbuster left off. Twisters hits theaters in the U.S. today. And if you remember, the 1996 hit film Twister, starring Helen Hunt and Bill Paxton, took the box office by storm. Almost 3 decades later, Twisters continues the story with Glen Powell and Daisy Edgar-Jones leading the cast. And NBC 10's Sheila Watko got to speak with Glen and Daisy ahead of the premiere.
You don't face your fears. You ride them.
I have to say, you guys blew me away in this movie. Hey.
Oh, good.
We love a good pun around here, especially Daisy. We really appreciate it.
I love a pun.
One of my favorite parts of the original Twister is the Shania Twain song featured on the soundtrack. And I thought, wouldn't it be so cool if she did a song for this too? And if you listen really closely during the rodeo, she does with Breland. I thought it was such a cool ode to the original story. And even though this operates as a standalone film really, really well, I wanted to know each of your favorite Easter eggs that you hope people pick up when they see it.
Oh, great question. For me, there's so many, but I think my character has a line where she says, I'm not back. Harvey says, like, you know, and I think I think Bill says that in the original, where they're like, "We're glad you're back," and he's like, "I'm not back."
Joe's gonna wig when she sees he's back. I'm not back.
And it's kind of a lovely synergy between the two characters because they're both kind of being brought back home.
Tyler's truck is, I think, the same model that Bill Paxton drives in the years. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's the same one. And you got Dorothy. We have Dorothy 4. We have Dorothy 5. They have sort of a drive-in movie thing. We have a movie theater section. There's a lot of great Easter eggs for fans of the original.
Glenn, I read that you have an icon wisdom journal, and you fill it up with advice from people like Tom Cruise, Matthew McConaughey. I was wondering if each of you could share a piece of advice that you've picked up in your life that you would share with your respective characters, with Kate and Tyler.
Ooh, that's a really good question. I mean, all that's coming to mind, there's a piece of advice that I was given that I would tell everybody about everything, which is take it seriously but wear it lightly, I suppose. She's been feeling so heavy. It's nice that throughout this film she becomes a lighter again. And so yeah, maybe that.
I really like that. Take it seriously. I've never heard that term.
It's good, isn't it?
It's going in the journal.
Hey! Oh, I'm thrilled.
Yeah, you get credit for that one. You know, that I actually will say, while we were shooting, that was one thing that I really looked at Daisy for, is like the preparedness that she showed. We went to the National Weather Center. She was, I mean, I've never seen a student like this, you know, in my entire life. It was highlighted and bookmarked. She came in as like a full-blown meteorologist. But exactly that, like, always knew that the crew was looking to her, you know, as our lead to, like, for energy and to know how to feel, and she really, you always wore it lightly, always made everybody feel very good, you know.
Aww.
It's probably a very similar thing, but stay humble and hungry. You know, that's one that I feel that, you know, has helped me along the way, which is, you know, you can be very ambitious and you can go after what you want, and at the same time, like, don't ever ascribe any wins to yourself. You know what I mean? It's always a team sport, and a lot of it's out of your control.
Daisy, you said that you guys did a lot of line dancing on set with the cast and crew. As a line dancer myself, I was wondering if you kept up with it at all or have any favorite dances.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I actually, for the premiere in London, all my friends and all my family were coming, and so I wanted to like bring them into the line dancing world. So I hired a line dancing instructor to take us through a dance. So we started doing it at the premiere after party, which was really fun. But yeah, I've got my cowboy boots. I'm going to try and find some clubs to join back home. I think it's so good for you. I think it's so good for your soul and so joyful. Good for the vagus nerve, apparently.
Good for the what?
The vagus nerve.
What's the vagus nerve?
It's just, it's a nerve. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
We love an English cowgirl. I love that answer. Adorable.
Yeah, no.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. Good luck with press. The tour has been so fun to watch. You guys are great.
Oh, thanks. Nice to see you.
Sheila's questions getting kudos there. Awesome, Sheila. Well, the son of the silver screen's original Superman will make a cameo appearance in an upcoming movie. Will Reeve, who's a network news correspondent, says he was actually nervous shooting his scenes. His dad, Christopher Reeve, played Superman in the 1978 movie along with the sequel a lot of us grew up with. Will says he just had to memorize one line, but even that was nerve-wracking for him. The new Superman movie, directed by James Gunn, comes out next year. Well, this weekend is National Ice Cream Day, and that means a lot of deals and freebies on many people's favorite frozen treat. Next on Philly Live, we'll check out an ice cream shop in Philly that's got